The Realtors Association has always been really involved in giving back to our community, and this was one of those ways that we had the opportunity to do that. We need to have a strong community where people want to live, grow, raise a family, start a business. And by taking care of our community, that provides more housing, more opportunities here in Lincoln. And the Sock Drive is just one of the small ways that we can do that, partnering with People's City Mission.
The mission was started in 1907, a long time ago, and its basic purpose was to house the homeless here in the city. And we've been doing that really since that date. We've also added a couple other things now. For instance, the Help Center here, in which we help people with food and clothing and various things. But mainly, we're kind of the Lincoln safety net. So what that means is if you have an immediate need, you can come to the mission until you can find assistance, let's say with some of the government programs or the various things going on. But we sort of have served that role all this time. We're the only homeless shelter in Lincoln, which is, in one way, it's kind of a sad thing. Most cities our size have more than one shelter. But we try to house all the homeless here in Lincoln, and then we try to help folks that just are struggling financially with various supplies that might give them some support.
Socks they're small, they're easy. Everybody has a pair of socks in their sock drawer that they can bring in. So, there's really no reason why everybody can't participate with this one.
I often tell people that socks happen to be the #1 request of homeless people at the city mission, but it's also true of homeless all over the country. And it's because many of the homeless, they come with very small wardrobes, and often they just have one pair of socks or no socks at all, and they really need help. And so it's a big need for our guests. Often it's easy not to think about socks. We take them for granted, but they are a necessity for all of us. And so this is a huge thing and helps us complement our ability to sort of serve the homeless, and this is a big contribution to our efforts.
We've had a phenomenal response to the Sock Drive over the years. 2021, I believe, is our 9th year that we've been doing this. We started the first year that we did this, I think we collected around 1,200 pairs of socks. And we've now grown this to almost 20,000 pairs every year.
This year with the COVID virus and with the really cold winter, and as they were doing the Sock Drive, I was a little suspicious that they would get very many socks. But actually, I think they're going to break all records. I'm not sure the final count, but I think it's going to be somewhere between 25 and 30,000 pairs of socks. And you know what that says? That says something about Lincoln, Nebraska. It says just what a community we are, just the number of people here that really do care about helping other people. And it's just been amazing.
When you get the opportunity to hand that pair of socks to somebody who's in need of those and see how much they appreciate them, it really helps drive home why we do this.
Because we're trying to help people in need. That's all we do. I think this year we'll help a little over 30,000 unduplicated people with the various needs that they have. And we can't do that obviously by ourselves. We need volunteers, we need businesses, we need all sorts of people to jump in and lend a hand. And so something like this is a major contribution. And it really allows us to do what we do.